The ancient wisdom of Buddhist teachings has long provided guidance for both spiritual and material prosperity. While Buddhism primarily focuses on inner wealth and enlightenment, many of its principles can be applied to understanding the flow of material abundance. As we approach November 2024, certain auspicious signs aligned with Buddhist teaching suggest a powerful period of financial growth for those who recognize and act upon them. The first sign, the awakening of financial consciousness. In Buddhist philosophy, consciousness and awareness are the foundations of all transformation. The first sign that you're about to experience a significant financial breakthrough in November 2024 manifests in your growing awareness of money's true nature. You might notice yourself becoming more mindful of your spending habit, not from a place of lack or fear, but from a deeper understanding of value and exchange. When you begin to view money not as an end in itself, but as a form of energy that flows through your life, you're aligning with one of Buddhism's core principles, the concept of impermanence. This shift in perspective is particularly powerful as we enter November 2024, a month when the cosmic energies support financial transformation. You might find yourself naturally gravitating towards more mindful financial, feeling a subtle but persistent urge to organize your finance, or experiencing sudden insights about money management that you've never considered before. The ancient Buddhist texts speak of right livelihood as part of the Noble Eightfold Path. When you notice yourself questioning the deeper purpose of your work and seeking ways to align your income with your values, it's a powerful indicator that you're preparing for a financial breakthrough. This awakening of financial consciousness often manifests as a gentle but persistent voice, guiding you toward better financial choices, much like the Buddhist concept of inner wisdom or prajna. The second sign, the emergence of unexpected teachers. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of teachers or guides along the spiritual path. In the context of financial prosperity, the second sign appears when you begin encountering unexpected mentors and teachers in your financial journey. These might not be traditional financial advisors or wealth coaches. Instead, they could be seemingly random encounters with successful individuals who share valuable insights or even challenging situations that teach you important lessons about money. As November 2024 approaches, pay attention to these encounters. They might come in the form of a conversation with a stranger on a flight, an unexpected message from an old colleague, or even through dreams and intuitive insight. Buddhist wisdom suggests that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. If you're noticing an increase in these meaningful connections and lessons about wealth and abundance, it's a strong indication that you're being prepared for a financial breakthrough. These teachers might also appear in less obvious forms, perhaps as books that seemingly fall off shelves, articles that catch your attention at just the right moment, or even through difficult experiences that force you to reassess your relationship with money. The key is to maintain the Buddhist principle of mindful awareness, staying open to lessons that come in all forms. The third sign, the dissolution of money blocks. In Buddhist philosophy, suffering, dukkha, often stems from attachments and aversion. The third sign of impending financial abundance manifests as a natural dissolution of long-held money blocks and limiting. You might notice old fears about money beginning to lose their grip, or find yourself naturally questioning and releasing inherited beliefs about wealth that no longer serve you. This process often begins subtly. Perhaps you catch yourself responding differently to financial challenges, approaching them with more equanimity and less emotional reactivity. You might notice that conversations about money no longer trigger anxiety or defensive. These shifts, according to Buddhist wisdom, indicate a clearing of karmic patterns around wealth. The timing of this clearing is particularly significant as we move toward November 2024. Ancient Buddhist texts speak of certain temporal windows when transformational change becomes more accessible. During these periods, the release of old patterns requires less effort, as if the universal energies are conspiring to help you shed what no longer serves your highest good. The fourth sign, the harmonization of giving and receiving. Buddhist teachings place great emphasis on the practice of dana, or generous giving. The fourth sign of approaching wealth manifests as a natural balancing of your giving and receiving energy. You might notice yourself becoming more comfortable both with giving and receiving, understanding that both are essential parts of the same energy flow. This harmonization often shows up in unexpected ways. You might find yourself spontaneously helping others without expecting anything in return, yet simultaneously noticing an increase in unexpected gifts, opportunity, or resources flowing into your life. This balance indicates an alignment with what Buddhist teachings call right action and right intention. As November 2024 draws near, this balance becomes particularly significant. You might notice an increase in opportunities to be generous alongside a growing ability to receive gracefully. This could manifest as unexpected donations you feel called to, or sudden opportunities to help others that later lead to unforeseen financial benefit. The fifth sign, the alignment of purpose and prosperity. In Buddhist philosophy, right livelihood extends beyond merely earning money. It encompasses finding work that contributes positively to the world while supporting one's own well-being. The fifth sign appears when you begin noticing a natural alignment between your deeper purpose and opportunities for financial growth. This alignment often manifests as new ideas or opportunity that excite you on multiple levels, not just financial, but also emotional and spiritual. You might find yourself drawn to new projects or business ideas that feel both profitable and meaningful. This is particularly significant as we approach November 2024, as astrological configurations support the manifestation of purpose-driven venture. You might notice synchronicities relating to your life's purpose becoming more frequent. Perhaps you keep encountering people who need exactly what you're naturally good at, or you find yourself repeatedly drawn to opportunities that combine your skills with service to others. Buddhist teachings suggest that when your work serves the highest good of all, prosperity naturally follows. The sixth sign, the cultivation of mindful abundance. Buddhist practice emphasizes mindfulness in all aspects of life, and the sixth sign manifests as an increasing awareness of abundance in your daily experience. This isn't about focusing on what you lack or desperately wanting more. Instead, it's about noticing and appreciating the wealth that already exists in your life, while maintaining an open attitude toward receiving more. As November 2024 approaches, you might find yourself naturally practicing what Buddhist teachings call grateful attention. You begin to notice and appreciate the small abundances in your life: a comfortable home, good food, supportive relationships, while simultaneously becoming aware of new opportunities for growth and expansion. This sign often manifests as a shift in your attention. Rather than focusing on scarcity or lack, you naturally begin to notice evidence of abundance around you. You might find yourself appreciating the wealth of knowledge you have access, the abundance of opportunities in your field, or the rich network of connections you've built over the years. This shift in perspective, according to Buddhist wisdom, creates a fertile ground for material prosperity. The seventh sign, the liberation from financial fear. Buddhist teachings emphasize freedom from fear as a key aspect of spiritual development. The seventh sign of impending financial breakthrough manifests as a natural dissolution of financial fears and anxiety. This doesn't mean becoming reckless or irresponsible with money. Rather, it's about developing a more balanced and peaceful relationship with financial matters. As we move toward November 2024, you might notice yourself responding to financial challenges with greater equanimity. Instead of being paralyzed by fear when unexpected expenses arise, you find yourself able to respond with clarity and wisdom. This shift in relationship with financial fear often comes with practical insights about managing money more effectively. Buddhist wisdom suggests that when we release our fears about money, we create space for abundance to flow more freely. You might notice this manifesting as an increased ability to make financial decisions from a place of clarity rather than fear, or finding yourself naturally drawn to calculated risks that you would have previously avoided out of fear. The eighth sign, the opening of new channels of wealth. The final sign drawing you toward financial abundance in November 2024 manifests as the appearance of new channels or pathways for wealth to enter your life. Buddhist teachings speak of the interconnected nature of all things, and this sign appears as new connections and opportunities begin forming in your life. These new channels might appear in various forms, perhaps new business opportunities, unexpected job offers, innovative ideas for passive income, or even inheritance or investments you hadn't previously considered. The key characteristic of this sign is that these opportunities often appear in ways you couldn't have planned or forced. Buddhist wisdom teaches that when we align with the natural flow of abundance, new pathways naturally open before us. You might notice this, manifesting as surprising connections between different areas of your life that suddenly reveal new opportunities for income. Perhaps your hobby unexpectedly intersects with a market need, or a skill you've taken for granted suddenly becomes highly valuable in a new context. As November 2024 approaches, these new channels of wealth might become increasingly apparent. You might find yourself naturally drawing connections between different aspects of your life that reveal new opportunities for financial growth. The Buddhist principle of interconnected suggests that these opportunities have always been present. You're simply becoming more attuned to recognizing them. The manifestation of these new wealth channels often comes with a sense of ease and natural. Unlike forced or stressed efforts to make money, these opportunities tend to unfold organically, aligned with both your natural abilities and the needs of others. This alignment is particularly powerful as we move toward November 2024, a time when astrological and energetic configurations support the manifestation of new income streams. These new channels of wealth might also appear through unexpected collaborations or partnerships. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of sangha or community, and you might find that your financial breakthrough comes through connecting with others in new and unexpected ways. These connections often feel synchronistic, as if the right people are appearing at exactly the right time to help manifest new opportunities for abundance. It's important to note that these new channels of wealth often require a balance of action and allowance. While Buddhist teachings emphasize non-attachment to outcomes, they also stress the importance of right action. As these new opportunities present themselves, you might find yourself naturally knowing when to take action and when to practice patience. The timing of these new channels opening is particularly significant as we approach November 2024. This period represents a powerful convergence of energetic and practical opportunity for financial growth. Buddhist wisdom suggests that certain times are more conducive to particular types of transformation, and this upcoming period appears especially supportive of financial breakthrough. As these new wealth channels begin to appear, you might also notice an increase in what Buddhist teachings call auspicious coincidences. These are events that seem to conspire in your favor, creating opportunities and connections that support your financial growth. These coincidences often appear small at first, but can lead to significant development when followed with awareness and appropriate action. The development of these new wealth channels also tends to coincide with an increased sense of what Buddhist teachings call right timing. You might notice yourself becoming more attuned to the natural rhythms of business and finance, instinctively knowing when to launch new initiatives or when to wait for more favorable conditions. This heightened sense of timing becomes particularly relevant as we approach November 2024, a period that ancient wisdom traditions have long associated with significant financial transformation, the interweaving of the sign. As these 8 signs manifest in your life, it's important to understand that they don't appear in isolation. Just as Buddhist philosophy teaches the interconnectedness of all phenomena, these signs often weave together in complex and meaningful ways. You might notice that as your financial consciousness awakens, the first sign, you naturally attract unexpected teachers. The second sign, who help you dissolve your money blocks. The third sign, this interweaving creates a powerful momentum toward financial abundance. The harmonization of giving and receiving, the fourth sign, often naturally leads to a deeper alignment of purpose and prosperity. The fifth sign, while the cultivation of mindful abundance, the sixth sign, supports the liberation from financial fear. The seventh sign, ultimately creating space for new channels of wealth to open. The eighth sign, the significance of November 2024. The timing of these signs taking on special significance as we approach November 2024 isn't arbitrary. Buddhist astrology, which differs from its Western counterpart, recognizes certain temporal windows when transformational energy is particularly potent. November 2024 represents one such window, where several auspicious factors converge to create optimal conditions for financial transformation. This period is marked by what Buddhist traditions call auspicious alignment, where both spiritual and material energies support positive change. The appearance of these 8 signs during this time suggests that you're being prepared for a significant shift in your financial reality. However, it's important to remember the Buddhist principle of non-attachment. While recognizing these signs, maintain an attitude of mindful awareness rather than desperate grasping. The role of mindful action. While these signs indicate positive financial changes ahead, Buddhist wisdom emphasizes the importance of mindful action. The appearance of these signs doesn't suggest passive waiting, but rather engaged awareness and appropriate response. As you notice these signs manifesting in your life, you might find yourself naturally inspired to take certain actions that support your financial growth. These actions might include updating your financial education, reorganizing your business structure, or initiating new projects. The key is that these actions tend to feel natural and aligned, rather than forced or driven by fear. Buddhist teachings suggest that when we act from a place of mindful awareness rather than desperate need, our actions tend to be more effective and lead to more sustainable results. The importance of community and connection. Buddhist teachings place great emphasis on the importance of Sangha, or spiritual community. As these signs of impending wealth manifest in your life, you might notice an increased importance of community and connection in your financial journey. This might appear as new business partnerships, supportive mentors, or even the formation of mastermind groups that support your financial growth. The approach to November 2024 might bring opportunities for collaborative venture that you hadn't previously considered. These connections often form naturally, bringing together individuals whose skills and resources complement each other in unexpected ways. The Buddhist principle of interdependence suggests that our greatest achievements often come through harmonious collaboration rather than isolated effort. The balance of material and spiritual wealth. As these signs of material prosperity manifest, Buddhist wisdom reminds us of the importance of maintaining balance between material and spiritual wealth. You might notice that as your financial opportunities increase, you're simultaneously drawn to deepen your spiritual practice or contribute more to causes you care about. This balance becomes particularly important as we approach November 2024. The energy of this period supports not just financial growth, but holistic prosperity that encompasses both material and spiritual dimensions. You might find yourself naturally drawn to ways of creating wealth that also contribute to the greater good, aligning with the Buddhist principle of right livelihood. The emergence of sustainable abundance. One particularly significant aspect of these signs is their indication of sustainable, long-term abundance rather than temporary financial gain. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of creating sustainable, positive outcomes rather than chasing quick results. The manifestation of these signs often correlates with opportunities for building lasting wealth rather than temporary windfalls. As November 2024 approaches, you might notice opportunities for creating multiple streams of income or establishing systems that generate passive income. These opportunities often align with your natural talents and interests, making them more sustainable in the long term. The Buddhist principle of middle way suggests finding balance between effort and ease in creating these income streams. The role of gratitude and appreciation. Throughout the manifestation of these signs, the Buddhist practice of gratitude plays a crucial role. You might notice an increased awareness of the abundance already present in your life. Even as you prepare for greater financial prosperity, this gratitude isn't just a spiritual practice. It creates a psychological and energetic foundation that supports the manifestation of greater abundance. As we move toward November 2024, this practice of gratitude might naturally deepen. You might find yourself appreciating not just obvious financial blessing, but also the lessons learned through challenge, the wisdom gained through experience, and the opportunities that arise from unexpected sources. This deepening gratitude often coincides with an acceleration of positive financial developments. The integration of wisdom and wealth. Buddhist teachings often speak of the integration of wisdom and skillful means. As these signs of prosperity manifest, you might notice an increasing ability to integrate spiritual wisdom with practical financial acumen. This integration might appear as enhanced decision-making ability, better risk assessment skills, or more intuitive understanding of market trends. This integration becomes particularly powerful as we approach November 2024. The energy of this period supports the harmonious blending of spiritual insight and practical action, creating opportunities for what Buddhist teachings might call enlightened prosperity, wealth that serves both individual growth and collective benefit. The flow of universal support. Ancient Buddhist texts speak of periods when universal energy particularly supports certain types of transformation. As these 8 signs manifest in your life, you might notice an increase in what feels like universal support for your financial goals. This might appear as synchronicities, unexpected assistance, or the natural resolution of long-standing obstacles. The deepening of financial consciousness. As the signs continue to unfold, the deepening of financial consciousness takes on new dimension. This isn't merely about becoming more aware of your spending habits or investment strategy. It's about developing what Buddhist teachings might call money mindfulness. This expanded awareness begins to permeate every aspect of your financial life, from the smallest daily transaction to the largest investment decision. You might find yourself naturally questioning the deeper patterns in your financial behavior, not from a place of self-judgment, but from a space of curious observation. This heightened awareness often reveals subtle patterns that have been influencing your financial life without your conscious knowledge. Perhaps you notice how certain emotional states trigger specific spending behavior, or how particular beliefs about money have been silently shaping your earning potential. The Buddhist concept of mindful observation becomes particularly relevant here. Just as meditation practitioners are taught to observe their thoughts without attachment, you might find yourself developing the ability to observe your financial patterns without immediately reacting to them. This creates a space between observation and action that allows for more conscious financial choices. This deepening awareness often extends beyond personal finances to encompass a broader understanding of economic system and cycle. You might begin to notice the interconnected nature of financial market, seeing how various economic factors influence each other in ways you hadn't previously recognized. This expanded consciousness can lead to more informed and intuitive financial decisions as November 2024 approaches. The evolution of financial teaching. The appearance of unexpected teachers in your financial journey takes on new significance as these signs continue to manifest. These teachers might appear in increasingly subtle and sophisticated ways, perhaps as challenging business competitors who force you to innovate, or as difficult clients who push you to develop new skills and services. Buddhist teachings often emphasize that every experience can be a teacher if approached with the right mindset. You might find that even seemingly negative financial experience begin to reveal valuable lessons. A failed investment might teach you about risk management, while a difficult negotiation might help you develop better communication skills. These teaching moments often become more frequent and meaningful as we approach November 2024. You might notice that the lessons you're receiving become more tailored to your specific financial situation and goals. It's as if the universe is providing exactly the learning experiences you need to prepare for the abundance that awaits. The teachers themselves might appear in unexpected forms, perhaps through dreams, intuitive insights, or even through children who ask seemingly innocent questions that lead to profound financial realization. Buddhist wisdom suggests that when we're truly ready to learn, everything in our environment can become a teacher. The transformation of money relationships. As the dissolution of money blocks continues, you might notice deeper layers of your relationship with wealth being transformed. This goes beyond simply releasing old fears or limiting beliefs. It's about fundamentally restructuring your entire relationship with money and abundance. This transformation might manifest in how you physically handle money, how you speak about financial matters, or how you envision your financial future. You might find yourself naturally adopting more empowering language around money, or discovering that your financial decisions come from a place of possibility rather than limitation. Buddhist teachings about transformation emphasize the importance of allowing old patterns to naturally fall away rather than forcing change. You might notice that rather than having to consciously work on changing your money mindset, outdated beliefs and behaviors naturally begin to feel uncomfortable and fall away on their own. The flow of reciprocal abundance, the harmonization of giving and receiving, takes on new dimensions as these signs continue to manifest. You might begin to notice subtle ways in which the universe responds to your generous action, often in unexpected and delightful ways. This isn't about giving with the expectation of return, but rather about participating in what Buddhist teachings call the natural flow of abundance. This reciprocal flow might manifest in surprising ways. Perhaps a generous act you performed years ago suddenly bears unexpected, or a small kindness extend creates ripples that return to you in amplified form. You might notice that as you become more comfortable with both giving and receiving, new opportunities for both begin to appear more frequently. The Buddhist principle of non-attachment becomes particularly relevant. As you practice giving without expectation and receiving without guilt, you might find that both giving and receiving become more joyful and natural. This balanced flow often accelerates as we approach November 2024, creating a powerful momentum of abundant, purpose-driven prosperity. The alignment of purpose and prosperity continues to deepen, revealing new layers of possibility for creating wealth through meaningful work. This might manifest as innovative ideas for combining different aspects of your or as opportunities to create value in ways you hadn't previously considered. Buddhist teachings about right livelihood suggest that the most sustainable form of wealth comes from work that benefits both oneself and others. You might find yourself discovering new ways to serve others through your work, while simultaneously creating greater abundance for yourself. This alignment often feels effortless and natural, as if you're simply allowing your natural gifts to flow in service of others. The approach to November 2024 might bring opportunities to expand your work in ways that create even greater positive impact while generating increased prosperity. These opportunities often arise organically from your existing work, but take it in new and exciting direction. The expansion of abundant awareness. The cultivation of mindful abundance continues to expand, revealing new layers of wealth and opportunity in your environment. This might manifest increased ability to recognize potential situations that others overlook, or as a heightened awareness of resources and opportunity that have always been present but previously unnoted. Buddhist teachings about abundance often emphasize the importance of recognizing the wealth that exists in the present moment. As this awareness develops, you might find yourself naturally discovering new ways to create value from existing resources, or recognizing opportunities for collaboration that can multiply abundance for all involved. The practice of fearless finance. The liberation from financial fear continues to deepen, revealing new layers of confidence and clarity in your financial decision. This isn't about becoming reckless or ignoring practical consideration. Rather, it's about developing what Buddhist teachings might call fearless wisdom in relation to money and wealth. This fearlessness might manifest as an increased willingness to take calculated risks, or as a deeper trust in your ability to handle whatever financial challenges arise. You might find yourself naturally moving toward opportunities that would have previously seemed intimidating, guided by a combination of practical wisdom and intuitive knowing. The multiplying channels of wealth. As new channels of wealth continue to open, you might notice them beginning to multiply and interconnect in unexpected ways. What starts as a single opportunity might branch into multiple streams of income, or different aspects of your work might combine to create new sources of abundance. Buddhist teachings about interconnected become particularly relevant here, as you begin to see how different areas of your life and work can support and enhance each other. This might manifest as surprising synergy between different projects or unexpected collaborations that create new opportunities for wealth creation. The quantum leap in financial consciousness. The deepening of financial consciousness begins to take on qualities that Buddhist teaching might compare to moments of enlightenment or sudden awakening. This heightened awareness doesn't just change how you think about money, it fundamentally transforms how you experience and interact with the entire concept of wealth and abundance. You might find yourself experiencing what could be called financial satori moment, sudden insights that completely reshape your understanding of wealth creation and management. These insights often come unexpected, perhaps while performing mundane tasks or during moments of quiet reflection. The Buddhist concept of sudden enlightenment applies here, as these revelations can instantly transform years of conditioned thinking about money. This elevated financial consciousness might manifest in increasingly subtle ways. You might begin to notice the energetic quality of different types of transactions, sensing which business deals carry positive potential and which might lead to complication. This isn't just intuition, it's a refined awareness that comes from the integration of practical experience with spiritual insight. The expansion of financial consciousness often extends into your dream life as well. You might notice an increase in dreams about money, wealth, and abundance, but these dreams tend to carry deeper symbolic meanings rather than literal financial messages. Buddhist dream yoga teachings suggest that these dreams can offer valuable insights when approached with awareness and discernment. As November 2024 approaches, this heightened financial consciousness might begin to operate on multiple levels simultaneously. You might find yourself able to perceive both the practical details of financial situation and their broader spiritual implications at the same time. This multidimensional awareness can lead to decision-making that honors both material and spiritual principle. The relationship between your financial consciousness and your overall spiritual awareness might become more apparent. You might notice that breakthroughs in your spiritual practice correlate with new financial insights, or that improvements in your financial situation support deeper spiritual understanding. This integration of spiritual and financial awareness becomes particularly powerful as we move toward November 2024. The deepening mystery of financial teaching. The appearance of teachers and teaching moments in your financial journey begins to take on increasingly profound and mysterious quality. These teachings might come through what Buddhist traditions call Dharma doors, unexpected opportunities for learning that appear precisely when needed. You might find that teachers appear in cycles or patterns, each one building upon the lessons of the previous ones. Perhaps a series of mentors enters your life, each offering a unique perspective that contributes to a complete understanding of wealth creation. Or you might notice that certain teaching themes repeat themselves in different forms, each repetition bringing deeper insight. The concept of the inner teacher becomes increasingly relevant. While external teachers continue to appear, you might find yourself developing a stronger connection to your own inner wisdom about financial matters. This inner guidance often manifests as a quiet knowing that transcends conventional financial logic while still honoring practical reality. Teaching moments might begin to appear in more sophisticated forms. Rather than simple lessons about money management, you might receive insights about the relationship between consciousness and wealth creation, or understand how spiritual principles can be applied to complex financial decisions. These teachings often come through direct experience rather than intellectual understanding. The role of challenge and difficulty in teaching takes on new meaning. You might begin to welcome financial challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, recognizing that what Buddhist teachings call obstacles often contain the seeds of important insight. This shift in perspective can transform seemingly negative financial experiences into valuable teaching moments. As November 2024 draws closer, the frequency and depth of these teaching experiences might intensify. You might find yourself receiving multiple levels of teaching simultaneously, practical guidance about specific financial decisions, alongside deeper wisdom about the nature of abundance itself. The accelerated dissolution of money blocks. The process of releasing money blocks begins to operate at deeper levels of consciousness. Rather than just addressing surface-level fears and limiting beliefs, you might find yourself encountering and releasing what Buddhist teachings call root causes, the fundamental misunderstandings that give rise to financial limitation. This dissolution process might begin to operate while you sleep, with money-related issues being processed and released through dreams. You might notice that you wake up with new perspectives on old financial problems, or find that long-standing money worries have simply disappeared overnight. Buddhist dream yoga tradition suggests that significant transformation can occur during sleep when the conscious mind's resistance reduces. The release of money blocks might extend beyond personal issues to include ancestral and collective patterns around wealth. You might find yourself naturally releasing limiting beliefs that have been passed down through generations in your family, or breaking free from cultural conditioning about money success. This deeper clearing becomes particularly powerful as we approach November 2024. The relationship between physical, emotional, and financial blocks might become more apparent. You might notice that as you release tension from your body, your relationship with money becomes more fluid, or that addressing emotional issues leads to breakthroughs in your financial situation. This holistic healing follows the Buddhist understanding that all aspects of our experience are interconnected. The process of dissolution might begin to operate at increasingly subtle levels. Rather than dramatic breakthroughs, you might notice a gentle and continuous release of limitation, like water gradually wearing away stone. This gentle but persistent transformation often proves more sustainable than sudden changes. The integration of abundance consciousness, the harmony between giving and receiving, begins to operate at more sophisticated levels. You might find yourself participating in what Buddhist teachings call skillful means, actions that simultaneously benefit yourself and others. This might manifest as business ventures that naturally create value for all involved, or as investment strategies that generate both financial returns and positive social impact. The flow of giving and receiving might begin to operate beyond the material realm. You might find yourself giving and receiving in terms of knowledge, opportunity, connection, and spiritual insights. This expanded understanding of exchange creates new possibilities for wealth creation that transcend conventional financial transactions. The timing of giving and receiving might become more refined. You might develop an intuitive sense of when to give and when to expand and when to conserve. This natural rhythm aligns with Buddhist teachings about appropriate timing and the middle way between extremes. As November 2024 approaches, this integration of giving and receiving might reach new levels of sophistication. You might find yourself involved in complex exchanges that create multiple layers of value, or participate in collaborative ventures that generate abundance through the synergy of different contributions. The relationship between personal prosperity and collective abundance might become more apparent. You might begin to understand how your individual financial success contributes to the greater good, and how serving others naturally generates abundance in your own life. This understanding aligns with Buddhist teaching about the interconnected nature of all phenomena. The purpose-driven prosperity matrix, the alignment of purpose and prosperity, begins to reveal more complex patterns and possibilities. You might discover what could be called a prosperity matrix, a web of interconnected opportunities that allow you to create wealth while fulfilling your deepest purpose. This matrix might operate on multiple levels simultaneously. Perhaps your primary business generates both profit and positive impact, while also creating opportunities for others to fulfill their purpose. Or you might find that different aspects of your purpose naturally complement each other, creating multiple streams of meaningful income. The relationship between personal purpose and collective needs might become more apparent. You might discover ways to align your unique gifts with emerging global challenges, creating opportunities for prosperity through service to humanity. This alignment becomes particularly relevant as we approach November 2024, a time when many traditional systems may be undergoing transformation. The transcendent nature of financial consciousness. As your financial consciousness continues to evolve, you might begin to experience what Buddhist teachings call transcendent wisdom in relation to money and wealth. This isn't just about understanding financial principles or market dynamics. It's about perceiving the underlying reality of abundance itself. This heightened awareness might manifest as an ability to see multiple dimensions of financial situation simultaneously. You might begin to perceive what Buddhist teachings call the convention and ultimate truth of money at the same time, understanding both its practical utility in the material world and its deeper nature as a form of energy or consciousness. The development of financial consciousness might begin to influence your perception of time. You might find yourself able to see both immediate financial opportunity and their long-term implication, or understand how past financial decisions are creating present circumstances and future possibility. This multi-temporal awareness becomes particularly relevant as we approach November 2024, a period that appears to be a crucial nexus point for financial transformation. Your relationship with the concept of wealth itself might undergo profound transformation. Rather than seeing wealth as merely an accumulation of money or assets, you might begin to perceive it as a field of possibilities, a flow of energy that can be directed and shaped by consciousness. This understanding aligns with Buddhist teaching about the empty nature of all phenomena, recognizing that wealth, like all things, is ultimately a manifestation of mind and energy. The integration of financial consciousness with other aspects of awareness might reach new levels of sophistication. You might notice that your meditation practice begins to naturally enhance your financial decision-making, or that your understanding of market cycle aligns with deeper spiritual insights about the nature of change and impermanence. As this consciousness continues to expand, you might begin to experience what Buddhist teachings call non-dual awareness in relation to money. The traditional boundary between abundance and lack, giving and receiving, or profit and purpose might begin to dissolve, revealing a more unified and comprehensive understanding of wealth. The relationship between individual and collective financial consciousness might become more apparent. You might begin to perceive how your own financial awareness contributes to and is influenced by the collective field of consciousness around money and wealth. This understanding can lead to more effective participation in financial markets and economic systems. Your ability to perceive financial energy or money consciousness might extend beyond conventional boundaries. You might begin to notice the energetic quality of different currency, investment, or business opportunities, sensing which ones are aligned with positive transformation and which might carry hidden complications. The process of universal teaching, the appearance of teachers and teaching moments in your financial journey begins to take on universal quality. You might start to recognize what Buddhist teachings call the Dharmakaya, the understanding that everything in your experience can serve as a teacher when approached with the right awareness. These teaching moments might begin to appear in increasingly sophisticated patterns rather than isolated lessons about money or wealth. You might notice intricate webs of teaching that connect different aspects of your life and understanding. A challenge in your personal relationships might contain insights about business partnerships, or a health issue might reveal important truths about sustainable wealth creation. The concept of lineage in teaching might become more relevant. You might find yourself connecting with what Buddhist traditions call wisdom lineages, streams of knowledge and understanding that have been preserved and transmitted through generations. This might manifest as unexpected connections with traditional wisdom about wealth and abundance, or as insights about how ancient principles can be applied to modern financial challenges. The teaching process might begin to operate at multiple levels simultaneously. While receiving practical guidance about specific financial decisions, you might also be gaining deeper insights about the nature of abundance itself. These multi-level teachings often become more frequent and profound as we approach November 2024. Your role as both student and teacher might become more apparent. As you receive teachings about wealth and abundance, you might find yourself naturally sharing these insights with others. This transmission of understanding often happens in subtle and unexpected ways, perhaps through example or present rather than formal teaching. The relationship between challenge and teaching might take on new dimensions. You might begin to recognize what Buddhist teaching calls skillful means in the way difficulties or obstacles appear in your financial journey. What initially seems like a setback might reveal itself as a sophisticated teaching designed to develop specific aspects of your financial understanding. The integration of time and teaching. The timing of teaching moments might begin to display remarkable precision. You might notice that certain insights or understanding appears exactly when needed, often just before you face situations where that knowledge is crucial. This precise timing becomes particularly noticeable as we approach November 2024, as if the universe is ensuring you have all the understanding necessary for upcoming opportunity. The concept of readiness in teaching might become more apparent. You might notice that certain understandings or insights only become available when you have developed the capacity to receive them. This aligns with Buddhist teachings about the importance of proper preparation and the gradual development of wisdom. Teaching might begin to transcend conventional time constraints, you might find yourself receiving insights about future financial opportunity or understanding how past experiences were actually preparing you for current situation. This non-linear teaching process can lead to more comprehensive understanding of wealth creation and management. The holographic nature of financial blocks. The process of releasing money blocks begins to reveal what might be called a holographic pattern, where each individual block contains aspects of all other blocks. Addressing one limitation might naturally lead to the release of related limitation in unexpected areas of your life. This dissolution process might begin to operate at quantum levels, where shifts in consciousness create immediate changes in your financial reality. You might notice that as your understanding of abundance evolves, your external circumstances naturally align with this new understanding, often in unexpected and synchronistic ways. The relationship between individual and collective money blocks might become more apparent. You might begin to recognize how your personal limitations connect with broader cultural or societal pattern around wealth and abundance. This understanding can lead to more effective ways of addressing both personal and collective financial challenge. The process of releasing blocks might extend into what Buddhist teachings call past lives or ancestral pattern. You might find yourself naturally clearing financial limitations that have been carried through generations, creating new possibilities, not just for yourself, but for your entire family line. The role of resistance in the dissolution process might take on new meaning. Rather than seeing resistance as an obstacle to be overcome, you might begin to recognize it as a form of intelligence that can guide you to deeper understanding. This shift in perspective often leads to more effective and lasting transformation. The timing of release might begin to display remarkable precision. You might notice that certain limitations naturally fall away just before you encounter opportunities that would have been blocked by those limitations. This precise timing becomes particularly relevant as we approach November 2024, a period that appears to offer unique opportunity for financial breakthrough. The relationship between physical, emotional, and financial blocks might reveal new layers of connection. You might notice that addressing physical tension or emotional wounds naturally leads to the release of financial limitation, or that clearing financial blocks creates unexpected healing in other areas of your life. The process of dissolution might begin to operate through what Buddhist teachings call spontaneous liberation. Rather than having to work through blocks systematically, you might find that certain limitations simply vanish upon being recognized, as if the light of awareness itself is sufficient for transformation. The quantum mechanics of financial consciousness. The evolution of financial consciousness begins to display properties that parallel quantum physics, revealing what Buddhist teachings might call the ultimate nature of abundance. This heightened awareness operates at levels that transcend conventional understanding of wealth and prosperity, opening doors to what might be called quantum wealth creation. You might begin to notice what quantum physicists call non-local connections in your financial life, seemingly unrelated events or decisions that are actually intimately connected through subtle threads of cause and effect. This understanding can lead to more sophisticated approaches to wealth creation, where small, precisely timed action create disproportionate positive results. The relationship between observer and observed in financial matters might become more apparent. Just as quantum physics reveals that the act of observation affects the behavior of particles, you might notice that your awareness and expectations directly influence financial outcomes. This understanding aligns with Buddhist teaching about the mind's role in creating reality. Time might begin to operate differently in your financial awareness. Rather than experiencing time as a linear progression, you might begin to perceive what Einstein called space-time, a unified field where past, present, and future financial opportunity exist simultaneously. This expanded perception becomes particularly relevant as we approach November 2024, allowing you to prepare for opportunity before they become apparent to others. The concept of financial possibility might take on quantum characteristics. Instead of seeing wealth creation as a deterministic process, you might begin to perceive multiple possibilities existing simultaneously, like quantum states waiting to be collapsed by conscious observation and action. This understanding can lead to more creative and effective approaches to wealth creation. Your awareness of financial energy might begin to operate at quantum levels. You might notice what Buddhist teachings call subtle energy pattern in financial markets and opportunities, perceiving how different forms of wealth and investment carry different energetic signature. This refined perception can guide you toward opportunities that are optimally aligned with your path. The relationship between individual and collective financial consciousness might reveal quantum entanglement property. You might begin to understand how your personal financial awareness is inextricably connected with collective economic consciousness and how shifts in one naturally affect the other. The role of intention in wealth creation might take on new dimensions. You might begin to understand how focused intention, like the observer effect in quantum physics, can influence financial outcomes at fundamental levels. This understanding becomes particularly powerful as we approach November 2024, a period that appears especially responsive to conscious intention. The process of manifestation might begin to display quantum tunneling property. Just as particles can sometimes move through seemingly impenetrable barriers, you might find financial opportunity arising in unexpected ways, bypassing what appeared to be insurmountable obstacles. The concept of financial probability might evolve to include quantum possibility. Rather than seeing wealth creation as a fixed process, you might begin to perceive it as a field of probability that can be influenced by conscious and action. This understanding can lead to more nuanced and effective approaches to financial decision-making. The multidimensional nature of financial teaching. The process of receiving financial teaching begins to operate at multiple dimensions simultaneously, revealing what Buddhist traditions might call the absolute and relative levels of wealth wisdom. This multidimensional teaching goes beyond conventional understanding of financial education, incorporating both practical knowledge and transcendent insight. Teachers might begin to appear in what Carl Jung called synchronistic pattern, meaningful coincidences that carry precisely the teachings needed at specific moment. These synchronicities often become more frequent and significant as we approach November 2024, as if the universe is orchestrating a sophisticated educational program tailored to your unique path. The concept of teaching might expand to include what Buddhist traditions call direct transmission, moments of understanding that arise spontaneous through direct experience rather than intellectual learning. These transmissions might occur during meditation, dreams, or even ordinary daily activity, suddenly illuminating aspects of wealth creation that were previously obscure. Your relationship with different levels of teaching might become more refined. You might begin to recognize what Buddhist teachings call the outer, inner, and secret levels of financial wisdom, understanding how practical financial knowledge, psychological insights, and spiritual principles work together to create sustainable abundance. The role of challenge in teaching might reveal new dimensions. Rather than seeing financial difficulties as obstacles to be overcome, you might begin to recognize them as sophisticated teaching devices designed to develop specific aspects of your wealth consciousness. This understanding can transform how you approach and learn from financial challenges. Teaching might begin to operate through what Buddhist traditions call dharma, or hidden teaching, insights about wealth and abundance that seem to emerge spontaneously from your own consciousness, yet carry the weight and wisdom of ancient understanding. The relationship between different types of teaching might become more apparent. You might notice how teachings about health, relationships, spirituality, and financing are actually interconnected aspects of a single comprehensive teaching about abundance and well-being. The timing of teaching might begin to display remarkable precision, with specific insights arriving exactly when needed, often just before encountering situations where that understanding is crucial. This precise timing becomes particularly noticeable as we approach November 2024, suggesting a carefully orchestrated process of preparation. Your role as both student and teacher might evolve in unexpected ways. You might find yourself naturally transmitting financial wisdom to others, not through formal teaching, but through what Buddhist traditions call presence teaching, the natural radiation of understanding through your way of being. The concept of lineage in financial teaching might take on new meaning. You might begin to recognize yourself as part of what Buddhist traditions call a wisdom lineage, a a stream of financial understanding that has been preserved and transmitted through generation, adapting to serve the needs of each era. Teaching might begin to operate through what quantum physics calls non-local conscious insights and understanding, arriving from beyond conventional space-time limitation. This might manifest as intuitive knowledge about future financial trends or deep understanding of historical economic pattern. The process of accelerated karmic clearing. The dissolution of money blocks begins to operate at what Buddhist teachings might call accelerated karmic clearing, a rapid release of limiting pattern that might otherwise take years or lifetimes to resolve. This acceleration becomes particularly noticeable as we approach November 2024, as if universal forces are supporting a comprehensive clearing of financial limitation. The clearing process might begin to display what quantum physics calls quantum tunneling property, seemingly insurmountable financial blocks suddenly dissolving without apparent cause. This can lead to unexpected breakthroughs in areas where you've previously experienced persistent limitation. The relationship between individual and collective financial clearing might become more apparent. You might begin to recognize how your personal process of releasing money blocks contributes to the collective transformation of wealth consciousness, creating ripple effects that benefit others in unexpected ways. The convergence of signs and sacred timing. As we approach November 2024, these 8 signs begin to converge in what Buddhist teachings might call a perfect storm of auspicious condition, the simultaneous manifestation of heightened financial consciousness, meaningful teaching, karmic clearing, balanced exchange, purposeful alignment, mindful abundance, fearless action, and new wealth channels creates a powerful matrix of transformation. This convergence isn't merely coincidental. Ancient Buddhist texts speak of certain temporal windows when transformation becomes more accessible, when the barriers between intention and manifestation become thinner. November 2024 appears to be one such window, particularly in relation to financial abundance and material prosperity. However, it's crucial to remember the Buddhist principle of non-attachment. While these signs indicate powerful possibilities for financial transformation, they aren't guarantees. Instead, they represent opportunities, doorways opening to those who have prepared themselves through conscious awareness and aligned action. The true value of recognizing these signs lies not just in their potential for material enrichment, but in their indication of deeper spiritual alignment. As Buddhist teachings remind us, genuine prosperity flows naturally when we align with universal principles of harmony, service, and mindful awareness. As you observe these signs manifesting in your own life, remember that they are invitations rather than predictions. They call you to raise your consciousness, to release old limitation, to step into greater service, and to participate more fully in the universal flow of abundance. The approach to November 2024 offers a unique opportunity to integrate material and spiritual prosperity in ways that serve both individual and collective good. By remaining mindful of these signs while maintaining non-attachment specific outcomes, you create optimal conditions for participating in this powerful period of financial transformation. May these insights serve to support your journey toward holistic prosperity, benefiting both yourself and all beings. As the ancient Buddhist blessing says, may all beings be happy, may all beings be wealthy, may all beings be free from suffering.